Think your dog is just a furry goofball with no deep thoughts? Think again. Ever noticed how dogs warm up to some strangers but act distant with others? Do they know something we don't? And why do so many dogs look identical to their owners? What if I tell you that's no coincidence at all? In this video, I'll unravel these dog mysteries and show you what's really going on with your furry friend. Now let's start with a classic, dogs howling at sirens. Ever noticed how your dog goes full-on wolf mode when an ambulance passes by? Well, there's a reason for that. Researchers at the University of Vienna say dogs may be responding to the high-pitched frequency, mistaking it for another dog's call. In the wild, wolves howl to communicate over long distances. Your dog might think it's answering a fellow canine, or warning others about the loud intruder. Some dogs even get more dramatic with their howls than others. Have you ever seen a tiny chihuahua acting like a full-grown wolf? It's hilarious. But don't worry, it doesn't mean your dog is scared or in pain. It's just their way of joining the conversation. Then there's this weird thing. Your dog loves some strangers but ignores or even growls at others. What's going on? According to a study from Kyoto University, dogs can actually judge human character. In the study, dogs avoided people who acted unfairly or rudely. So if your pup doesn't trust someone, maybe you shouldn't either. They also rely on scent. Humans give off pheromones that dogs can detect, which might make them feel comfortable or uneasy. Some dogs also react to a person's energy. If someone is nervous, a dog might mirror that feeling. Ever seen a dog avoid a person like they owe them money? Maybe your dog just knows something you don't. Another popular thing dogs do? Wagging their tails like crazy. But did you know tail wagging doesn't always mean happiness? It's actually a full-on language. Dogs wag to express excitement, but also nervousness or even aggression. The direction of the wag matters too. A study found that dogs wag more to the right when happy and more to the left when anxious. Who knew dogs were that detailed? If a wag is slow and stiff, your dog might not be feeling too friendly. But if it's fast and wiggly, that's a happy pup. Next time your dog wags its tail, pay attention. You might just learn what they're thinking. Now let's talk about a funny one. Dogs sneezing when they play. It looks cute, but it's actually a signal. Researchers at the University of London found that dogs use sneezes to show they're just playing and not actually fighting. It's like their way of saying, "Hey, don't take this too seriously." You might notice this during rough play, like when dogs wrestle or chase each other. A quick sneeze means, "All good here, just having fun." It also helps release tension, kind of like when you laugh during a game. Ever seen a dog sneeze mid-wrestle, then go right back to zooming around? Now you know, it's not allergies, it's just dog talk. Here is another dog behavior that often raises questions. Why do dogs love licking your face like you're made of peanut butter? Well, science has an answer. Research found that licking releases endorphins in dogs, making them feel good. Puppies lick their moms for comfort, so it's a natural way to bond. Also, your skin tastes salty, which dogs weirdly enjoy. Licking is also a way of showing affection. Think of it as their version of a hug. Some dogs get extra enthusiastic, practically giving you a face wash. Ever had to dodge a full-on tongue attack? Yeah, your dog really loves you. Then there's this. Your dog sees you, then immediately does a big exaggerated stretch. Why do they do that? Well, that stretch, called a greeting stretch or play bow, is often a sign of affection. Dogs do it when they're happy to see someone. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I missed you." Unlike regular stretches, this one usually comes with a wagging tail and happy eyes. But here's the twist, it's not always a greeting. Sometimes they do it after waking up, shaking off stiffness, or even subtly inviting playtime. If your dog stretches, then wags its tail or pounces, they're probably in the mood for fun. Some dogs also stretch just to release tension, like how we do after sitting too long. So really, this behavior is a mix of excitement, comfort, and a little bit of just getting my body moving. Either way, it's a great sign. Your dog is feeling awesome around you. Another dog favorite? Rolling in the grass like they've lost their minds. But why? Well, there are a few reasons. First, it feels great. Think of it like a doggy massage. Second, dogs use scent to communicate, and rolling in the grass can be their way of picking up or masking smells. Some experts believe it's an instinct from their wild ancestors who rolled in scents to disguise themselves from prey. And sometimes, they just do it for fun. Ever seen a dog go full somersault, legs flailing in the air? Yes, it's pure joy. Just cross your fingers, they're not rolling in something gross. And finally, Let's talk about how dogs and their owners often look alike. Coincidence? Nope. Studies show that people often pick dogs that resemble them without even realizing it. Bearded guys tend to choose fluffy dogs, and curly-haired women might be more likely to choose a poodle. A psychologist from the University of California, San Diego, tested this by photographing dogs and owners separately at a park. Then, he asked strangers to match them up. Surprisingly, people got it right more often than not. This experiment has been repeated multiple times with the same results. The resemblance isn't always extreme, but it's there. So, next time you pick a dog, ask yourself, are you choosing a pet or a four-legged version of yourself? Now, check out our next video to discover 11 strange things dogs can see and hear that you can't. If you skip it, just remember, when your dog suddenly stops and stares at the wall, you won't have a clue why.